welcome to Grow Roots. This is Shannon, and today I am going to be talking about the #1 absolute best pollinator plant, butterfly attracting plant that I have ever grown, and that is Mexican sunflower or Tithonia. So Mexican Tithonia is this bright orange flower that you see growing kind of all around me right here, and it is also called Tithonia. It is just #1, it's an absolutely beautiful plant because it is this beautiful fluorescent red orange color. When I say fluorescent, like, I'm serious. This color just absolutely pops in any type of landscape. Like, I can see this out my back door. This is my backyard garden. This is my backyard patio, and opening up my door, like, this is the first thing that I see because it's just this bright fluorescent color. And I think that that is why it is absolutely, see, I have a Gulf fritillary butterfly right above me because the flowers do go way, way, way up as well. Anyway, the butterflies are just so incredibly attracted to this plant. It is fall season right now, or pretty much mid-fall, mid-October. We're still kind of warm this year, but I've had butterflies growing on this plant from the time that it started blooming, which was about, I would say, really late May, and then starting, all throughout the season. This is 2 Tithonia plants. And I'll talk about that in a moment, but it blooms from, late spring all the way up until frost, honestly. And this bright orange red color just absolutely attracts the butterflies, the bees. I have seen hummingbirds. The hummingbirds are gone now, pretty much. They've migrated already, but monarchs. I had a monarch butterfly on this plant for at least an hour and a half yesterday, just kind of flying all around and enjoying all of the blooms and really getting into the blooms and getting all of that nectar out. But it has absolutely been just covered in butterflies all season long. Mostly Gulf fritillary butterflies for me. I've seen swallowtails on it though. All varieties of swallowtail have been on this plant, and then monarchs as well. And it's just, if you are looking for a butterfly plant, this is absolutely the plant. I have other butterfly attracting plants in my garden, including, they love the gomphrena. Come on, Gummy, you need to go this way. Ugh. They love my gomphrena, they love the rudbeckia, they love Greg's mist flower. The hummingbirds have loved this vine right next to me, which is coral honeysuckle. But this is the plant that they prefer. This is the plant that they fight over. Yesterday, a monarch with 2 Gulf fritillary butterflies, they were kind of fighting over the same flowers, and bees as well. I've seen bumblebees on the same flower as a butterfly, and they just share it, and they're totally fine. But I have Greg's mist flower, which is a huge butterfly attractor as well, and they still go to this plant first. You're not seeing them right now because it is earlier in the morning. For the lighting conditions, I'm filming this earlier in the morning, but I'm just going to go through a variety of all of the pictures and videos that I have taken this season so that you can see the butterfly footage that I have been able to capture. And it's just been stunning. It's been remarkable, and I love this plant. So let me get into a little bit of the specifics of Mexican sunflower or Tithonia. #1 to think about when you are growing Mexican sunflower or Tithonia is its size. So this plant is massive. You see these blooms right behind me, and I'm kneeling down on my patio. You see that Gulf fritillary butterfly? I don't know if y'all see it, but it's like just 3 feet away from me, just eating away. Anyway, these are lower, although they're planted way down deep. So I have like a 3-foot drop off of my patio because my backyard is not level. So these are all about 3 to 4 feet tall, but this growth is only about 6 weeks old. This growth is coming from the base of the plant that is actually further back. Let me show you. So you can see this is where it's planted, about 3 feet down, and this particular this is the base, the main part of the plant that has now died off, and it grew all the way up here, so about 10 feet tall. And then we got a huge, rainstorm, downpour, and I mean downpour, and it just completely broke this in half. And so I cut it all back, and then it did die back, but it had new growth coming from the base. And so this new growth is about 6 weeks old, and like I said, it's about, no, this is about 5 feet tall now, and coming up onto my patio. And if this plant were to continue growing all season long, it would reach 13 feet plus, which mine did. This one is planted here, and it got all the way up to there. Yep. That's about 13 feet in the air from where it is planted. And then again, this one did the same thing. A rainstorm came, and this one happened a few months ago, just completely snapped the plant in half because it gets top heavy, and it's just, you know, I mean, they're pretty thick. You can see I tried to support it on this trellis, but I mean, it just rips it down, those downpours. And so, but it doesn't kill it off. It starts growing again. And then this one, even though it was like 3 months ago, it's 13 feet tall again. So these plants need a lot of height, space, and a lot of width space. I'd say each plant would want to get 6 feet wide, no joke. Like, it's got all kinds of, like this, yeah, this is one plant, and then some of it is going back over there onto my fence, which I allowed it to do because it has blooms back there. Some of it's going like all around this, you know, this trellis that I have, but definitely needs a lot of space, which my garden doesn't typically have. So next year, I'm going to grow a dwarf variety of Mexican sunflower that is available on Park Seeds website. And so I already have that pack of seeds ready to go. And that's what I will be growing, because that's only supposed to get 3 to 4 feet tall and wide. We'll see. I don't know. But this is just an absolutely stunning plant. It really has not been bothered by pests. A little bit of whitefly, a little bit of fungal issues on some of the leaves there from the rain that we did get. And it does wilt a little bit in the hot Texas sun. I am in Texas. But other than that, this plant really isn't affected by much. It is heat tolerant, pretty drought tolerant. Our Texas heat definitely puts it to the test. But just these blooms are just the most beautiful things you will ever see. And I think that is why it is the #1 butterfly pollinator magnet that I have ever witnessed. So I'm gonna leave you guys with some footage that I've taken this season. I highly encourage you guys to grow these. You can get them very inexpensively as seeds. They germinate very easily, and all of them, you know, take off. The seedlings, they're just absolutely super easy to grow from seed. Even if you've never grown a plant from seed before, I believe that you could grow this plant from seed and you would be very successful. To gather the seeds, let me see if I could get this dead bloom off. Here we go. Here is an example of what old seed head looks like. And if you look way down in there, it's kind of like an echinacea in the sense that they're very spiky. You don't like put your fingers down in there because you'll get poked for sure. But I think you can see those little seeds sticking out. Those are all of the seeds. So I could go collect this and grow this next year, though it's too big for me. I'm not going to. But it is absolutely super easy to grow from seed and collect the seeds. So that you can continue to grow it year to year. So a $2 packet of seeds could bring me years and years of joy of watching these flowers grow, enjoying the color of the flowers, but absolutely enjoying the butterflies and the hummingbirds and the bees that it attracts. It is just probably my favorite annual plant, I have to say. It's just absolutely stunning. If you have any questions, please comment below. I'd love to answer those for you. And I hope that y'all have a great day. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see all of my garden tours and all of the things that I do. I appreciate y'all watching. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.